Welcome back to the pick.
Welcome back to the show, you guys.
And this is going to be our recap of week one of the
Alliance of American Football.
Yeah, the Alliance of American Football. It's going to take me a second to...
Kind of a mouthful.
Yeah. It's going to take me a second to get that right. I'm just going to really just call them the Alliance Football League, the AFL. Shout out to the old American Football League of the 60s. But anyway, yeah, we're just going to talk about what teams impressed us. The viability of this league as well.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of rooting for the San Antonio Commanders. They have a lot of OU players, and they're close to where we live. So I'm just rolling with them. They beat the San Diego Flight 15-6. That San Antonio defense played really, really well. Zach Sanchez had the ending pick to win the game. He's an Oklahoma former Sooner, and he had a really good game. And really, he should be in the league. He just had a lot of injury problems, and he kind of got toast a little bit when he was for the beginning of his career. So I think he might get back in the league. He's a pretty decent player. San Antonio on offense, though, their quarterback was kind of shaky at times, but the receivers are good. One of the receivers was a Houston quarterback. His name escapes me right now, but he had a good game. The other receiver had a good game as well, so I was impressed by that. Yeah, man. San Antonio, I think, is going to be a really good team. And the other team that really impressed me was the Arizona Hot Shots. 38-22, they beat the Salt Lake team. Yeah, they played really well on offense. Their defense is okay. Not as good as San Antonio defense, but defense is still fairly solid. But their offense looked really good. Their quarterback looked really well. I think he might be the best quarterback in this league so far. Week one, he really impressed me. So, yeah, I think Arizona and San Antonio, as of week one, are the two best teams in my eyes. The Orlando team kicked the crap out of the Legends team, Atlanta Legends, but I just don't think the Legends played very well, and the Memphis Express got the crap beat down by the Birmingham Iron, which I just don't think they play well either. I just don't think they're a good team. So we'll see. This is week one, so we'll see. I don't know who's really the best teams.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'm actually in the same boat. I think San Antonio definitely surprised me. On defense more so offense. That defense was very swarming in the secondary and in the front four. They were very impressive. Yeah, that's why San Diego only had 6 points. They really couldn't get down that field and really give themselves that many scoring opportunities. San Diego, his defense played really well. They only held San Antonio to 15. I was a little bit impressed like Adam said, by the receivers for San Antonio, but I don't know, man. I'm kind of impressed with San Diego's defense as well. They held their own. Their offense, like I said, struggled against that defense, and I don't think San Diego's offense is that great right now. But this is kind of the thing about this is we really don't know where any of these teams are at right now. This is a week one of them doing anything outside of a couple little practices they did with against these teams.
Oh, preseason game.
Right, so that ain't nothing. That ain't really any real game time experience.
Yeah.
So I was telling him off camera about this. I don't really think we're going to know where these teams are truly at until about week 4 or 5, when they get games under the belts. They're gelling as a team.
Everyone played each other.
Right. So, but we're just basing this off of what we seen in these games, and yeah. So far, San Antonio's impressed me, and the team I'm actually taking in that I making my team, I guess you could say, is Arizona Hotshots. Man, they look really good. I really dig their colors, of course, because I'm a Packers fan. The green and the yellow mixed with that orange is actually a really cool concept for the colors. And yeah, I kind of fell in love with that, and man, I think I picked me a pretty good team. I also kind of rooting for Atlanta Legends. I just like their name. Their color schemes are pretty cool, purple with some gold in it. Pretty cool, but they got stomped on by Orlando.
Yeah,
They got some work to do there for sure. We can't say a whole lot about Orlando. We could say they're good, but I don't know. Like I said, we don't know how good that Atlanta team is. So Orlando definitely put the pedal to the metal on them. But yeah, I like how that Arizona game went. It was a very close game. Shout out to Salt Lake as well, and kind of pretty much San Antonio and Salt Lake. I'm definitely going to be definitely rooting for. I would say they're not really the teams I pick, but I'm rooting for them because San Antonio, like he said, is going to get recruits from Oklahoma, and Salt Lake is going to be looking towards players if they want to go to the NFL or for the Packers. So I really respect that. So, but yeah, the Salt Lake, man, they kept it a close game. Arizona's defense, like he said, I wouldn't say they're quite as good as San Antonio's looked, but they're up there. They definitely stuffed that run, that's what San Antonio's team looked like, or Salt Lake's team looked like they're going to be the best at, because they have Mike Asada, which used to be a former NFL running back from Minnesota, and they also had Brandon Oliver, I believe his name is. He played. He played for San Diego. So they had a tough little running game, but man, Arizona Hotshots defense really shut that down, and they got a lot of big names on that defense as well. I can't remember the names quite off top. But
Moore, he played for the Pats for a while, and he was a pretty good corner. And
a lot of other names that had some starting time in the NFL. So yeah, I think that's the team that impressed me the most as far as an overall team. Like Adam said, I think Arizona has the best quarterback out there right now. He threw for a crap ton of yards, had I believe 4 touchdowns with no interceptions, and he's really good at escaping the pocket. He's pretty fast, and he made a couple of really impressive throws on the run as well. So I think he's going to be the best quarterback so far right now. So yeah, that's, to me, the team that impressed me the most is Arizona. I would say the second team is San Antonio. That Birmingham and Memphis game, I don't know. Birmingham played all right. Memphis just couldn't do anything on either side of the ball, defense or offense. So we don't know exactly how well Birmingham is, but they got Richardson, which used to be a former NFL running back as well, played for the Colts and the Browns. We called him Mr. Fall Down because he wasn't really good, and he would go get in holes and pretty much hit the hole and fall down. So maybe he can make a comeback. He scored literally all the touchdowns for Birmingham, so maybe he can make a little comeback, and we'll see though. But yeah, so far Arizona and San Antonio has impressed me the most out of the teams we watched.
Yeah. Get right quick into the viability of the league. I think if they keep on playing high level like this, definitely think they're gonna have a little bit of a league, man. I think this is gonna succeed. I'm definitely interested to see how the XFL comes back. I definitely think they're gonna be a big competition. I was talking to Ryan off camera about they should honestly probably merge or do something like that. Because if XFL comes in and thinks they're gonna dominate and take the market, I don't know about that, because I think the AFL, AAFF, whatever you want to call it, I think they're gonna do really well this season. I think they're just gonna expand and get more teams and better players. So I definitely think the XFL needs to consider trying to merge or just try to compete. I don't know if that's gonna work or not, but we'll see. Yeah, this is good football. I mean, it's not great, not a lot of elite players, but kind of like week 4 of the preseason. Still decent players, but they're not Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers and Zeke Elliott type players, and they're not going to be super elite, but they're good enough to be watchable, and it's not this garbage football. So yeah, I definitely think the league's going to be strong. They got a pretty good rating. They had like 2 million people watching.
It beat out
almost 3 million.
Thunder and Rockets game, which is actually a pretty big game because you got pretty much the best scorer in the NBA on the other side, and you got arguably one of the front runners in MVP as well in Paul George. So that's impressive to beat out that.
Yeah. So I think they're not going to do super huge ratings, I don't think, ever, but I think if they can get 5 million people watching every week for most of the games, I mean, I think that's definitely a viability to how the league going around, man. That's all I gotta say.
We're gonna take a little quick break, and then we're gonna get into my little thoughts and opinions, and yeah, we'll be right back. Welcome back to the show, you guys. All right, so yeah, we're talking about the longevity of AAF football, and yeah, I think it could go well as well. I agree with Adam. I don't think it's gonna ever get like crazy numbers. I mean, if it does, that'd be great. But really, man, yeah, the football play isn't like, I wouldn't say NFL level quite, but it's close enough. It's competitive. Man, that hit, if you've seen the San Antonio game, that quarterback took that hit,
got
man.
smacked.
That was an NFL player right there. That got me out of my seat and got me juiced
Actually,
up.
it's not an NFL player because that probably would have got flagged now.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it would have been. So, yeah, I think that was impressive play. And yeah, I think there's going to be definitely some good competition. Like I said, more and more of these guys get games under their belts and get on that field more. I think it's going to be a lot more competitive and a lot more really fun to watch. And yeah, like I said, that Arizona and Solid game that we just got done watching was actually very entertaining. Both teams were keeping up with each other. So yeah, I think we're in for a pretty good league. Yeah, as far as the other league with Vince's league, it's going to be hard to compete with this league. For this one big simple fact for me is this is backed by the NFL, so it's going to be hard to compete with that. They're getting former NFL players, players that could make the NFL one day. So, and like I said, you got league owners that are former NFL players. Hines Ward is, I believe, one of the big main men that conform this league. So yeah, it's going to be hard to compete with that, especially if these teams are taking these players that are from the league or going to be in the league, and that's kind of take away from Vince's league from getting recruits and players like that. So I don't know, I'm kind of with Adam, man. It'd be very smart if Vince kind of talks to him and tries to merge. And like I said, I think I was talking to him, as long as this league keeps going, I think they're going to expand anyway and get more teams. I don't think they're just going to stick to 8 teams. I'm pretty sure if they make a big name for themselves and, they get merch sales and this and that, I think it's definitely going to grow, and I think they're going to grow and get more teams. So that'd be smart if he does that, man. That'd be really, really smart. That makes, not only that'll make more money for NFL and this league, it'll make Vince money. So be very smart. It's going to be really hard, I think, to compete with that. But yeah, man, I think this could go well. Like I said, it looks competitive. It's just fun to see something new. Like I was telling Adam and a couple of my other buddies, it's just really cool to see a whole new. It's just something new, and that's fun to see. And yeah, once NFL goes away, we ain't got to be bummed out now. We can actually look forward to something else, and I like that, man. So I'm personally, I hope it goes over well. I hope ratings do happen and it can stay on its feet, because it's going to be. One other thing I thought about is later down the road, me and this man could say that, hey man, we watched this league literally grow to what it was, and that'd be fun to say. Fun to say as just far as history, and that's all I got to say is, man, I think if they can keep going on the right foot, they can grow, and this could be, like I said, I don't think it'll ever be big as NFL, but I think it'd be literally the notch below.
Yeah, that's really all I gotta say.
Yeah, pretty much that's all I gotta say as well. Please comment, like, subscribe. Of course, love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions, and we'll see you on the next one.